Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life, Disabled and Mentally Ill. So, it's Saturday, June 1st. Now, a couple things out of the way first. I had a dentist appointment on Tuesday. I had a dentist appointment on Wednesday. I went to the zoo on Thursday. It's been a day. It is Saturday, June 1st. I hope you are well. Love the people in your life. And tell them that they are loved and hope you are as well. Sending you all the smiles, all the hugs, and thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Earlier this weekend, this week, words hard. So, last week, I got Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I've been playing that, and I beat it a couple days ago, and this is my review and talking about Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, I love the Assassin's Creed games. Mirage is different. I mean, it is, at the end of the day, Assassin's Creed. But now, I mean, it's been out for maybe a year. I don't know exactly when it came out, but I am kind of late to the party on that. But, I mean, I kind of understand that. But, so you play a character called Basim, who's also in Valhalla. I never beat Valhalla. I didn't really get that far in. And I'm okay with that. But kind of beat all the others. I don't know if I beat 3. But I'm a huge fanatic when it comes to the Assassin's Creed franchise. My very first, my favorite game is the very first game. Altair Ibn Elad. He's the character that I really enjoy. Very outdated. But I'm just being honest. Very fond of that game. But Assassin's Creed Mirage it is relatively a shorter game. You don't really have the Animus or the real world counterparts. You are just straight up the assassin and doing assassin things. I really like the story. I really enjoy many aspects of the game. You are in Baghdad, and I really, really enjoyed the story. And playing it and just continuing the story, really, the story in itself, I'm trying not to say too much, but it gravitated me. It made me want to continue playing it. And it, for a game of that magnitude, I really enjoy. And I beat it in about 20 hours. which it's a shorter Assassin's Creed game. And I had no issues. And even if you mess a few things up, I mean, it kind of plays nice, and I'm very fond of it. I I didn't do all the side quests. I did a lot. But I wanted to continue the story. And I kind of took my time with it. But 20 hours comes up quick, especially when you're me. And I, the overall story is fantastic. Ubisoft did a fantastic job. I cannot wait until Assassin's Creed Shadows in November. But, maybe I'm biased. Because if you don't know anything about Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's feudal Japan. And you'll have an opportunity to pick one of the two people. One is Yasuke, the African-American samurai, who is basically somebody who acts before thinking. And then you have the classic assassin, Inoue. I do believe that's the name. I could be wrong. And they're more, you have to be sneaky. That is definitely not my playstyle. Silence? I don't know if my rocket launcher has silencer, but you know what? I'm going to go in and try. Rocket launcher not included. It would make Assassin's Creed kind of pointless at that point. But, I do kind of go loud if I can. But, so, one of the reasons why I wanted to play Mirage, and kind of going through all the Assassin's Creed games that I can. Right now I am going through Odyssey, which is Roman and Greek themed. And the story on that one is fantastic as well. And if you don't know much about Assassin's Creed, basically you're a part of a group called the Hidden Ones, or the Assassins. And depending on the game and the story, which they all vary, you like with Odyssey and Origins, it's very different. It's the same with Valhalla, but basically it involved into, you have the Assassins versus the Templars, and that dynamic, and the later games, like canonically, the later games, they basically have that concept, but the timeline is fantastic. So my favorite game is Assassin's Creed 1, but right after that is Black Flag, got the boats, pirates, Edward Kenway, which is the Kenway family, is in Assassin's Creed 3, where you are, at the very beginning, you're Haytham Kenway, Edward's son, and then for the majority of the game you play Connor, who has a long name that think it means bear something. But he's the son of Hatham. And that's Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed 4 is Edward Kenway. And Assassin's Creed 2 Revelation Brotherhood follows the story of Ezio, who is an Italian. And Valhalla is Ivor. Odyssey, you either get to pick Cassandra or Alexios. I choose Cassandra. Then Origins is Bayek. And that's Origins is Egyptian themed. Then there's 2.5 games, Russia, India, China. Then there's Rogue, which I also think that's another just a standalone game. Then there's also Liberations, which came out, I do believe, the same day as Black Flag. It was on the PSP. And the updated remasters came out for that. So there's a lot of Assassin's Creed information out there. There's a movie, and I don't know much about it. It exists. But back to Mirage. I really enjoyed the gameplay. And I said earlier that I don't really sneak, because I don't. I found myself using my brain to tactically plan out how I'm going to do certain missions. I'm going to say 70%. I was actually sneaking and choosing my paths carefully and making choices off of that. And it turned out really well. There was 2 fortresses that I got spotted, and I had to attack everybody. And that was long, and but the story in itself was fantastic. It's a solid game, 100%. And that's just my quick review of Assassin's Creed Mirage, which I really had a lot of fun playing it. There's New Game Plus. I don't know if I'm going to be starting New Game Plus anytime soon. I did go to Odyssey, and kind of playing through Odyssey and 3, going back between them. I forgot one. Then you have the Fry siblings, Jacob and Evie Fry, part of Syndicate. Syndicate is Europe. Unity, your character is Arno, and Unity is France, which is fantastic. There's so many Assassin's Creed stuff. I'm trying to remember everything, and I may be missing some. Okay, Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood Revelations 3, Liberations, Black Flag, Unity, Syndicate, Origins, Odyssey, Mirage. I know there's a VR game coming out. There's Shadows. There's also Assassin's Creed Rogue. I feel like I'm missing one. Which that's gonna bug me. But there's a lot of Assassin's Creed games out there. And there's games on like the DS and stuff that I don't have access to. But there's also books. The books are pretty good too. There's also comics. And if you play Magic the Gathering, there's the Assassin's Creed crossover with Magic the Gathering. I think that comes out later this month. I can't afford that. And all my money is going to save up to Japan, because I want to go to Japan. And that's what I'm going to do. Not going to really do anything except what I've already have planned for this year. I'm going to go to Japan. Not sure when. And I have the plan. I have the idea. Execution? Have no idea. But, you know, that's what I'm going to try and do. But I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Know that I love you all. I hope you are well. Big hugs. Stay who you are. And until next week. I have no idea what next week will be. But until then, stay you. And I bid you all adieu.